back to my channel. I'm Reed Wilson, and for this week's challenge, I am going to challenge myself to cook my dog a gourmet dinner. Now, I know you guys have seen me do something similar to this before, but this one is a little different. She's gonna have a 3-course meal tonight. So the first thing we are going to start with is I'm going to make a charcuterie board, I guess, for the dog. And I'm just going to start by boiling some water for a turkey breast that I'm gonna cut thinly for her. So we're gonna start with that. Let's do that first. So I'm just poaching it because, well, let's be honest, dogs can't have a lot of flavor, unfortunately. So the second thing that we are going to do, while this is warming up, is I'm gonna start with the sweet potato. We're gonna make mashed sweet potato. And I have this gigantic one, but I'm only gonna give her like a quarter because she doesn't need it all. Now I'm gonna preface this by saying some of this is also what I'm going to eat, mostly because I love her, but I'm not going to waste a whole steak on her. So I'm gonna eat it too. All right, so I'm just going to quickly peel the sweet potato. Nothing fancy. It is officially peeled. And then I'm just gonna cut the sweet potato into just smaller pieces so that it, well, boils faster. Throw it into a pot, cover it in water, boil it. This is what I'm gonna use for her charcuterie board. We're just gonna start with some smeared Greek yogurt. Kind of like that. Gonna be so cute and fun. And then we're gonna have some blueberries on the side. Now I washed all this produce and everything prior to me filming because, well, I'm lazy. And I don't wanna do it while I'm filming. Now, she's never had blueberries, so I don't anticipate this actually being eaten. But I will show you what she eats. And then just some sliced cucumber is what I'm going to add to the charcuterie board. Which, let's be honest, is just her appetizer. Now, normally I would cut the skin off, but this is just one of those like Frisian mini cucumbers, and she'll eat the skin just fine, and it won't hurt her. All right, so this is going to be part of her charcuterie board. Okay, I'm just gonna set that aside because next I'm gonna make for dessert. Oh my gosh. That does not want to open. I'm going to be cooking up all these beans because I'm also going to be having steak and green beans, but instead of mashed sweet potato, I'm actually just going to have French fries because that's what I'm in the mood for. So once you bring the water up to a boil, we're gonna add our turkey breast. I just buy frozen turkey breast from my local market. It's really awesome, and it honestly is really delicious. That one's for my steak. Which, yes, I'm gonna pan fry my steak tonight because, well, I was originally going to barbecue it, but it snowed again where I am. You know, last week of March, why not? Let's kick off spring with a bang. Good gracious. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it into the water and we're gonna let that poach until it's cooked through. Just monitor it, don't let it, well, try not to let it boil over because that'll just make a whole mess of your stove. For her dessert, I think you guys have seen me make this before when I did all of her like Kong toys and stuff like that. I'm just gonna have a little scoop of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. And for everybody that got mad at me in my last video, I just want you to know it's natural peanut butter. So you wanna know what the ingredients are? 100% roasted peanuts. That's the only ingredient. So as I said, my vet says this is just fine. And it's brand new because she ate all the other one. And then I'm just gonna add, not all of this peanut butter, a little bit of this peanut butter. Ooh, that's probably still a lot. Anyways, I mix this all together and it just makes this like delicious little dessert for her. And today we're gonna make it a little fancier. And yeah, I'm gonna dirty another dish because we want this to look fancy. It's gotta look good for the camera. All right, so I'm just gonna dollop that up in the middle, like so. Make it kind of look like ice cream. I'm just using the same other bowl, I just rinsed it out. I'm just going to take some raspberries and I'm gonna smush them down. Again, I cleaned all the produce because if I don't do it when I get home, then I don't do it. A couple of raspberries. I'm just gonna mush them down into like, well, just a raspberry type ganache syrupy thing. And then I'm just gonna put it over top of what I would call the dessert. It's like having ice cream. Well, let's call it PB&J ice cream. Okay, I'm just gonna check the sweet potatoes. No, they're still too hard. We need those to go mushier. Okay, so I'm just gonna set the dessert aside. Now what I'm gonna do, because, well, this is what I am also having for supper, is this beautiful steak that I have thawed out. And she's a big one. And she is gorgeous. So I'm excited. I won't eat it all myself, for one, because that thing is huge. Look how big that is. I am just gonna cut off a chunk for her. First I'm gonna throw this out. Grody. Hi. I'm also gonna start the beans. Now to make the beans simple for me and for the dog, I am just going to, again, poach them. Hers are gonna have to cook longer, so I will probably cook hers solely first. All I'm gonna do is just cut off a chunk of the steak. This looks like a beautiful chunk to cut off right here. Perfect. I'm gonna set this aside for when I cook my own meal. And no, I'm not gonna show you me cooking my meal, because that's not the goal of this. All right, we're gonna turn this bad boy on to medium heat, and we're gonna cook that steak. And I am going to slice up the steak now instead of after to make it easier for me to cook it all the way through. 2 little pieces of steak. That'll be delicious for her. And again, with animals, do not flavor. Salt and pepper is a no, no, no. I am pretty sure that this turkey is done. Now all I'm doing is I'm slicing the turkey nice and thin. Give her a couple of pieces like that. Arrange it on the charcuterie board. And I'm gonna stick this in the fridge for a little bit. Actually, I might just stick it in the freezer for a little bit to cool it completely down. Plus, it'll make it nicer for her to eat through. And I do not want her to burn herself. So I'm just gonna throw it in the freezer for a little bit. I have to say, I just love these pots. I know I've talked, you've seen me cook with them before. I got them off of Amazon. Again, if you want, I'll put the link if you want it to go take a look. But I love these for multiple reasons. The biggest reason is I love that they have a removable handle. They are oven safe, I believe. I hope so, because I've used them in the oven. But what I love is that they're like so like storage friendly that I don't have to worry about like pots everywhere, pans everywhere. They're just so handy. All right, we're gonna do like 5 green beans. Just gonna boil those up. Alrighty, those sweet potatoes are done. Yay. The sweet potatoes are gonna be exactly the same as the Thanksgiving dinner that I made her, because I actually learned she liked them in that video. We're just gonna mash it up. And when you mash up the sweet potatoes, mash it up really well. They will like it. All right, mashed potatoes, or sweet mashed potatoes, I guess, what we can call them, are done. There's a lot of mashed potato for her, but that's okay. Putting it into her actual food bowl. That is one thing that I do. I always, if I give her human food, I always make sure to give it to her in like her actual like food bowl that she eats every day out of, or like a bowl, like a serving platter, or like something she would actually have to eat out of, so that it's not just from my hands. That way she doesn't beg for food all the time. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do. Alrighty, I'm just gonna flip the steak. Oh. My light died. Sorry. The lighting's gonna be terrible now. My bad. The steak is done. Where is my pot handle? Get it off the heat. I'm gonna throw her dessert in the freezer too. Like I say, freeze it. She'll take a longer time to eat it. Okay, green beans done. Now I don't do this every day for her, I might add. I am not that dog parent. Not that that's a bad thing. I just don't have time for that. Mostly because 99% of the food I eat is not dog friendly. So I'm also just gonna throw this into the freezer, and then I will show you the finished product, and I will also show you her consuming it so that you can see what she liked. And then I can tell you if the challenge was whatever a successful challenge would be on if my dog eats food or not. I have 2 freezers, so I'll put it in the other one. All right, you guys, we're gonna start with the charcuterie board. You sit, wait. So this is what it looks like. How cute is that? Wait. Okay, go. We'll see what she eats. And she likes the Greek yogurt, which is not shocking. I don't know if she'll eat anything else, but we will see. She is a food-driven dog, however, she's still picky when it comes to food. So my guess is she wasn't gonna eat the blueberries or the cucumbers, but I tried. Well, I stand corrected. She ate the cucumbers. Yeah, I didn't think she would eat the blueberries. Oh. Apparently I have to sit here with her while she eats them. We'll see if she finishes them up. But that was the charcuterie board. Okay, we're gonna go with the main course. Watch out. That's what the main course looks like. How cute. Here, go sit. Wait. Wait. Go. Oh, she went straight for the meat again. She's a carnivore. Oh yeah. Green beans were a hit, which I am a little actually surprised about. I've never given her green beans before, so. Sweet potato was a hit. We knew that would happen in steak. Well, come on, she's a dog. So far, I'm finding this a win. Given I tried blueberries before, and she just stepped. That was not a win, you guys. Did you see that? She stepped in the sweet potato. Good thing I have a robot vacuum mop that I run every night, because I would not be able to have a clean house without it. Oh, we liked it. Okay, last but definitely not least, we have the ice cream. Oh yeah, we like that. Come sit. Sit. Wait. Oh, go. Well, that was also a hit. So I want to say this was a success. So we had a gourmet dinner, didn't we? Oh yes, we did, my sweet girl. Yes, we did. Hi. Hi. All right, well, that's gonna be it for us this week, you guys. If you like this video, make sure you give it that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you never miss a video. And that's gonna be it for us. So say bye, Will. Hey, you say bye-bye? You say bye-bye? That's gonna be it for us this week, you guys. So when life feels gray, let's find the black and white balance.